Hello guys, uh, back again today with a review. This is my first review, so give me some credit. I'm going to be reviewing the United Cutlery Honshu Karambit. It is, I believe, 7 3/4 or 8 inches overall. It's been a while. I believe the blade is about 4 inches, maybe a little larger. I've had this knife for a while, and I like it. I haven't carried it for self-defense. It's a little large for that. I feel it's difficult to conceal. It comes with a hard plastic Kydex. I believe the one that is less tactical and has a chromed or silvered blade comes with a leather sort of sheath that you can like clip to a belt. This one is a shoulder rig. You know, it fits right here. I really don't like it. I thought I would. But even like if I have a jacket or something over it, this skull spike on the ring causes it to stick out and become noticeable. And when carrying a shoulder rig like this, it's upside down. And I mean, it stays in if you hold it upside down, but if you shake it, it falls out. So I feel like if you wanted one of these, you'd want one with where you can slip it behind your belt and draw it like that. But other than that, like the case is fine. Other than that, other than the fact that you shake it, it falls out. You've got spots for tying or looping it, something else if you want. But enough about the case. The blade itself, the handle is extremely comfortable and extremely slip resistant. It's rubberized. It's got the 3 little finger toils here. It's got textured spots for your thumb, so whether you want to hold it in your reverse grip or your saber grip, you're good. Even the skull spike creates sort of a spot for your thumb in case your hands are a little larger. The skull spike is for striking. However, I feel like it's in a weird position because you wouldn't want to punch like that. You'd want to punch like this, so you'd want the spike to be here or something. But I see how that could get in the way more, especially if you're doing your flips. Even this spike has tendency to kind of get in the way as I twirl it. It hits my fingers. If you can see that. Yeah, it kind of does that, and if I do it a lot, my fingers will be like all bruised. But that could just be, considered a parlor trick or fancy, but actually is used in combat with the Filipino Cali. They do use flips and things like that. You'll hit someone's arm right here, flip it around so it catches here, and flip it back as it cuts them. So the flipping stuff is actually used in combat a little bit, but that's pretty advanced stuff. I can't do that. It's a slashing weapon primarily. It's extremely aggressive fighting knife, really what it is. You slash with it, not really for stabbing. That'd be kind of weird. I've seen people hold it like this and they want to poke holes in them with it. I personally wouldn't want to do that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this knife. It's large, which I wanted a large Karambit. Unfortunately, it's a little too large to carry. As I said earlier, even when you cover it up, it pokes out, makes it difficult to conceal. And I live in Indiana, so you're allowed to carry any size knife you want or things like that, and exposed or concealed, doesn't matter. But some people too have a tendency to kind of get nervous. Like I've walked into stores with a knife on my belt, and people kind of look at it and look at me weird. And I personally don't care, but at the same time, it is considered not to or try not to freak people out, especially when you've got such an aggressive-looking knife. So sometimes it's nice to conceal it, and it's difficult to conceal. It's a little large for that. But other than that, I really do like it. I'll set up a cutting test, and I'll show you it's cutting. Alright guys, here I am. Got myself an empty quart of oil. Well, it was empty, it's filled with water now. I'm going to cut it open. So, here we go. I really didn't put a whole lot of force into it, and that's a nice clean cut. Went all the way through. Where the blade touched it, cut it open. That is a nice thing about a Karambit. Even if it's not particularly sharp, which this one is sharp, but it's not like razor sharp. If I try cutting paper with it, it'll do sort of a really fine tear. but the curvature of the blade when you, forces the object against the blade as you cut. So as you cut something and you drag it across, it forces that object against your actual edge, so it can be less sharp with still maintaining its cutting ability. So that's kind of nice thing about it, and it just slices right through it like butter. Speaking of which, the initial sharpness of it was alright. You know, it wasn't anything amazing. It wasn't razor sharp, and what I consider razor sharp is if I can like shave the hairs of my arm with it. That's razor sharp. It wasn't that sharp. I haven't really sharpened it because I only have a flat diamond stone. I just can't really sharpen this with it. But I have taken one of those sharpening rods that we use for kitchen knives and touched it up. So it is, you know, pretty decent for an initial sharpness. Nothing to be like wowed at, but it's nothing to, you know, frown at either. So here, I'll swipe this again. Cut it open. That one I hit with just a tip. I didn't actually go all the way into it, and it didn't really cut there. You see that? So the tip, your best bet is not to go for just the tip because it doesn't really. Anyway, it won't cut as well. You want to use your entire blade. Definitely use your entire blade. But yeah, it's got cutting power, and it's got weight behind it to cut with too. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. I would definitely recommend it. It's not too expensive, you know. As far as better knives go, it's not real expensive. I'll put the link down in the description for you to get it. Yeah, there's, like I said, there's two different styles. This one's the blacked out one with the shoulder rig. There's another one with kind of just a belt clip, sheath with a belt clip, and it's silver. I believe there's even a like zombie kind of toxic green one, but I'm not sure what kind of rig that comes with. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. Again, this is the Untitled Cutlery Honshu Karambit.